DMZ will be in Modern Warfare 3, and I want to give you guys my reasoning behind why I think this. Let's talk about it. So before we jump into this, I want to tell you guys a little backstory about me. If you guys don't know who I am, or I've talked about this on stream a little bit, but I haven't really openly put it out in a video. So before we jump into the why and how, I want to tell you guys what I've done before YouTube. And it should give a little bit of credibility in my thought process here on why DMZ will be in Modern Warfare 3. Now, of course, this is crazy that we're even doing this for a video game. However, as you guys have seen, DMZ is a big part of my YouTube channel, and I'd like to explain the reasoning behind everything. So, before YouTube, and we won't go all the way back, but before YouTube, I owned my own business about 5 years ago. This business was fairly large, a 7-figure business. It was good. I sold Apple Watch bands. It was a good business. Over time, I realized it wasn't sustainable, and there was a lot of other things included into it, so I decided to exit it. But within that, I was running this business solely myself. It did a lot of revenue, and it helped me understand the business side of things, and it's actually helped me quite a bit here on YouTube. Now, after that, I decided, hey, life could be a lot easier, and I could move into doing marketing for other companies. And that's exactly what I did. So I joined in other companies and help them improve their marketing processes. Now, these weren't small companies, and I've done this multiple times across the board with 7-figure businesses and 8-figure businesses across the board. I've been able to transform companies and their brands based on their revenue and scaling on a weekly basis. I have done some incredible things just by understanding human psychology and understanding the basis of what people need and want. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, how does this pertain to YouTube? Or how does this pertain to Modern Warfare 3 being in DMZ? And, you know, I know it sounds like a tangent, but it's not. So when I think about this with Call of Duty dropping DMZ, so in the end, Call of Duty is a business. And if you've played any of their games, I'm sure you very well understand that they are very money focused, right? That's what I would think as well. So them getting rid of DMZ, even though a lot of the Warzone players don't like DMZ because of what happened to Warzone, as Modern Warfare 2 really put Warzone on the back burner for Modern Warfare 2. As you guys can tell, Warzone got next to no updates. If anything, it made Warzone worse. And I can agree. However, I didn't play Warzone 1, so I can't talk too much on it. Now, why would they want to throw away this money bringing in from DMZ in a very emerging market of extraction shooters? Now, I've heard from multiple sources that DMZ was planned for years. This wasn't something a spur of the moment idea. And in case you didn't know, this idea is actually developed and put out by Infinity Ward. So this is supposed to be Infinity Ward's passion project. Now, I want you guys to understand that Infinity Ward works on the campaign right now and other solo player experiences and whatever it might be. It might be more, and I'm sorry if that is incorrect, but as far as I know, that's this, and they called DMZ their passion project. So I think they understand how important it is to have DMZ a part of Call of Duty. Now, and I might jump back and forth here a little bit, but a lot of people are wondering why DMZ hasn't been talked about or announced even a little bit. I want you guys to understand that DMZ is considered a part of Warzone. We haven't gotten any Warzone announcements. We should on October 5th here in the next couple weeks. And that is where DMZ sits. DMZ is with Warzone. Now, speaking off of that, a lot of people are under this assumption that Zombies is going to replace DMZ. Well, first things first, Zombies is never a sequel. So next year, there will probably be no Zombies in the next Call of Duty game. Depending on, I mean, everything changes, obviously. But if you look at their previous track record, zombies won't be in the next sequel, which makes sense because that's just how they've always done it. But also, they have done some things with zombies that I'm not sure people are going to like. First off, there's no round based, which is what zombies is known for. So I don't even know if zombies is going to be fun to those of you guys that really enjoy zombies. And two, they've made it more like DMZ. And I would say a good portion, 80% plus, I'm going to give you guys 20%. 20% of you guys don't want PvP in DMZ. While I highly disagree, that's just boring. You guys will see after you play zombies for a month or two, you will get bored. Shooting AI and fighting AI and predicting where AI is, I promise it'll get old. I've had the opportunity to play test a couple extraction shooter games with just PvE, and it is boring as hell. So I expect zombies to be no different outside of Easter eggs and stuff like that. But who actually knows? So zombies is going to cost you $70. You have to buy the base game in order to play zombies. However, DMZ is free to play. So they're two separate markets. And I've ran multiple polls. A lot of people are excited for zombies. But if there's no DMZ, they see no reason to buy Modern Warfare 3 at all. At least that's the general consensus currently. Now, a lot of this, I know I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just trying to give you guys a full scope understanding of what I'm thinking here. So let's say they decide to drop DMZ, which I think is highly unlikely. But there's been a lot of things coming up lately that makes me think a little bit different, but I'm still hopeful. Now, zombies is cost. There's a cost associated with zombies. DMZ was free. Now, I do think what happened is a lot of people saw this tweet saying DMZ was put on it will be put on the back burner or back seat, I think was the correct word. It'll be put on the back seat in Modern Warfare 3. Now, I want you guys to think about something. While a lot of people took that as they're getting rid of DMZ, I want you guys to think, don't you think Warzone was put on the back seat in Modern Warfare 2? Think about it. Nothing came of Warzone in Modern Warfare 2. Everything was made for DMZ. They put so much investment time into DMZ. Wouldn't it be crazy for them to drop this? Like, really, think about it. Technically, Warzone took the back seat on Modern Warfare 2. A lot of people are pissed about it, and that's okay. But, so even if they put it on the back seat, as long as they give us regular wipes and new missions, we're pretty satisfied. And I mean, let's be honest, get rid of 6-man squads while you're out of Activision. We're done with that shit. Get it out. Get it out! But, okay, we're not getting into that, though. So, even if they put it on the back seat, we should be okay. And it should continue development. I know, and the numbers haven't been released, but the money made from DMZ and the player count, it cannot be far off of Warzone. I know a lot of you guys will say, no way, there's no way that's possible. But I promise it's much better than most of us think. And Activision knows that. Infinity Ward knows that. I think they're just not talking about their free-to-play services yet, and they're trying to sell as many pre-orders as they can to make their shareholders happy, right? Now let's talk about the business decision of dropping DMZ. So here in a couple months, or within the next year, everyone will see that DMZ was in a good spot. And a lot of people are coming out with new extraction shooters. I do think extraction shooters are going to replace Battle Royale. Battle Royale has hit its peak and it is on the decline. It's all the same stuff and boring. Everyone knows this. I know some of you Battle Royale fans will disagree, and that's okay. It's my job, and in my psychology, and in my job to have a YouTube channel, to understand these trends. It makes you a better creator and just a better business person all around. But Battle Royale is on its way out, I promise. So, with that being said, if they cut DMZ right now, it would be a terrible business decision. So, let's say they cut DMZ out. Let's just say it's not coming to Modern Warfare 3. and they're just cutting it out. They're just going with zombies. That means Marathon, Bungie's titles coming out, Division. I know Ubisoft is coming out with their own. These guys are also available on console and also going to steal the market from DMZ. Now, let's say they cut DMZ out, and it's only for a year because they realized that they made such a horrible mistake. It's such a terrible mistake that they need to bring it back. At that point, they're going to lose a good majority of their player base. And why would you guys want to grind a game that could just be stripped away from you at any moment because they felt unfit for it? Now, obviously, this isn't the case, but I'm just painting the picture in your head, okay? I think overall, someone at Activision has to be on this thought process with me, or Infinity Ward, I apologize, and they have to understand that getting rid of DMZ is terrible. It's a terrible idea. And to be fair, like, I may be a little biased because I'm a DMZ creator, but there's a lot of DMZ creators out right now. A lot of us blew up from DMZ, myself included, actually. And how these next couple months play out will make or break our YouTube strategy and everything in between. I don't know what I'll do outside of it. I'll probably give zombies a try. I'm not too keen on Warzone, but whatever I need to do to adapt and survive, I'm going to do it. But I'm very confident that DMZ will be in Modern Warfare 3. What are your guys' thoughts? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this whole thought process. Please, I'd love to know. And then, yeah. I know this is a different type of video than you normally see from me, but I post really nice solo DMZ content most of the time. But if the creators don't speak up, there's no voice to be heard. And I'm going to be that creator to start this, hopefully. I will see you guys in the next one. GG's.